If you've recently transitioned into online coaching, or you're going through that transition process right now, or you may even be an already established online coach, but you're struggling to get new clients, then you definitely need to watch this video, as what I'm about to share with you is probably the reason why you're stuck. Now, there's a good chance that you've been told before that you need to niche down, or you've probably heard people talking about this, or like what the Americans would say, like niche down, but it's actually pronounced niche. Anyways, let's stay on topic here. When you're working as an in-person coach, you don't necessarily need to niche down. Like, you're kind of just capped to the amount of people that are in your gym, and you can kind of just work with a broad range of people, and you sort of have to keep it broad in that sense because you're capped by the people that you can work with. But online, you have literally access to anyone in the world with a fucking internet connection. Like, it's crazy how much more of a reach you have compared to the little facility that you were once working in or are still currently working in. And if you try and work with everyone and anyone online, just like what you were in the gym, then I can guarantee you that you're going to have an extremely hard time getting clients online. So then the question comes up, like, should you niche down? Well, yes, absolutely. But I'm going to have a really big but off the back of that. I think you should niche down in the early stages of your business, especially if you're looking at getting money fast, especially if you want to start coaching clients fast. If you want to take the broader approach to your niche, which is totally fine, and you want to help anyone and everyone online, which is also totally okay, you just need to understand that it's going to take you a lot longer to build your audience and to get clients in the door, which I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this and make you see why in a moment's time. But if you have a really small audience and you want to start getting clients straight away, you want to start getting money straight away, then niching down is absolutely necessary in my opinion. You have to go really deep before you can pull back and go broad. That's just my opinion on niching down, of course. And I get that you probably do want to work with a broad range of people. Like, if you're still doing some sort of in-person coaching, then you probably love working with a variety of people. But trust me, when you go online, it's going to be extremely hard for you to work with anyone and everyone. So what I want you to do for a moment is, instead of just thinking about and being kind of narrow-minded about it, let's think about it through the lens of content and marketing for your prospects. Because every person out there is facing some sort of problem in their life right now. Some people are too fat, some people have low energy, some people are not earning enough money, some people are not getting enough clients, some people just don't have the thing that they want, which is ultimately a problem in their life. And every single one of these problems and people are very unique and have very specific individual problems that need solving. And even though you're a coach, you're actually a problem solver. So think about it this way. If you're a weight loss coach, your job is to solve the problem of the person who has too much weight. If you're a mindset coach, then your job is to help that person find their purpose. The problem that they're facing is they don't know what their purpose is. So think about a general practitioner doctor for a moment. You go to the doctor, you can basically get help with a broad range of general problems. But let's say you've got stabbing heart pains. Like, if you do, you probably need to go to the ER yesterday. But let's say you've got some sort of shooting heart pain. That GP is going to refer you to a heart specialist. Why is that? Well, think about it. It's pretty obvious. The heart specialist is a specialist at solving the problems that are related to people's hearts. And I don't know if you've been to a specialist before, but they are expensive as a motherfucker compared to the GP. Why is that? Well, they are a specialist. So what you need to focus on doing is positioning yourself as this specialist so you can actually stand out online and attract more high-paying clients into your business. So if you're a GP right now, that's totally fine, but just understand that there are a million other GPs out there compared to heart surgeons or heart specialists. So if you're going to position yourself as the GP, expect to fight against a million other GPs out there for clients. Instead, what you should be focusing on is positioning yourself as the specialist heart surgeon. And by becoming a specialist, you can specialize in certain areas. So now your content, your marketing, your sales, and everything else becomes so much more specific because you're a specialist in that domain. And this, my friend, is how you start to attract more clients, even though it feels like niching down is actually going to do the reverse of this. Now, I'm not just going to leave you here and have you thinking well, how the fuck do I actually niche down? Thanks, Josh, for planting the seed. How do I niche down? Let's dig into that real quick. So you have really two options when it comes to niching down. Option one is you can choose a market or a niche or an avatar that you love working with. Then what you want to do is just answer some of these questions. Do I actually love coaching them? Can I get kick-ass results with these people? If you had to pick a gender, what would it be? Not that that's absolutely necessary, but it can definitely help. Is there a specific result that you love helping people achieve? And don't keep this broad like, oh yeah, I like helping people get in shape. That's the most not specific bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Like, do you help people add an extra 20 kilos to the bar on their squat? Or do you want to help people get on stage? We need really specific outcomes here if you wanted to choose an outcome that you'd love helping people achieve. And the last question that I love here is like, imagine that 50 people all sent you a DM right now wanting to work with you online, but they had to be one specific kind of person. Who would they be? Who's the first person that comes to mind? Generally, it's a client that you love coaching. That can be the very niche that you want to work in. But the goal with picking option one, which is just picking a niche, is that you do need specificity here. You can't just say, I want to work with busy people online. It's 2023. Everybody is fucking busy. Everybody needs to get in shape. Get specific, and then you'll actually have clarity on who this person or this market is going to be. Which brings us then into option two, which is making yourself the niche. Now, this sounds a little bit strange and a little bit odd because it's a relatively new way of looking at things, but it's my personal favorite way of actually niching down. So all you got to do is just pick a point in your life and help other people who would now be at that point. And even though your granny or your dad or your parents or your teacher said that you're a special kid, Timmy, and that you're unique and you're one of a kind, unfortunately you're not, my friend. It's a bit of a brutal truth, but you need to hear it. There are literally hundreds and thousands of other people out there who are just like you. Not exactly the same as you, but they are very similar. Which is great because it means that you can then coach them and help them. So here's a really easy example to understand. I based my niche inside of the Freedom Coach formula on myself. Why did I do that? Well, 3 to 4 years ago, at the time of filming this, I was just getting started with my online coaching business. So I know every single puddle and brick that's going to be on the road that person is going to face at some point. I can anticipate all of the problems, all of the setbacks, all of the challenges that coach is going to face when they're getting started online. And because I know all of this information, I can help them navigate that so much easier, which means instead of it taking them 3 to 4 years to really get going online like it is for me, I can condense that right down into 6 to 12 months. So if you've been through some sort of transformation in your life, it could be really big or it could be really small, then there's a pretty good chance that there are other people out there just like you who are also facing those same problems that you can help them overcome. If you were once 30 kilos overweight, help other people lose 30 kilos. Because you have walked the exact path that person is on, they are going to resonate with you so much more than the skinny little guy who's like, yeah, I'm a weight loss coach. Who are they going to pick? They're going to pick the person who has first-hand experience in that. But don't sit back and be like, oh, Josh, I don't have some big transformational story. You've still spent the last couple of years getting to the point where you are at right now. And I can guarantee you that you've made a shitload more progress during that time than somebody else who is 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years behind where you are. And you could most definitely help them and coach them through all of the same problems and challenges and setbacks that they are facing at that point that you've made it through. So to quickly recap, option one is you can just pick a market that you love working in. My first online fitness coaching business was called the Bikini Body Project. That business was based on women 20 to 30 with 2+ years training experience who wanted to build a bikini competitor's physique, but without that competition prep, without the hustle, without the grind. So you know what that looks like. They've been training for a few years. They want abs, they want little shoulders, they want nice posture, they want strong, big looking glutes. That's the outcome that I'm helping them achieve. Can you see how specific that is though? It's not like I help women get in shape. Everyone helps women get in shape, motherfucker. Let's get some specificity. So that's option one. And then option two is making yourself the niche. Pick a point in your timeline where you can confidently help someone. If you were once really skinny 5 years ago and you're a hard gainer, you can help someone overcome those same challenges that you faced to get to the point where you are now, which is maybe 10, 20, 15 kilos heavier than what you once were. So option one, pick a niche. Option two, make yourself the niche. And a final note on this is to just understand that you're not married to this niche. It's not like you're making a full-blown life commitment to it. Make sure you choose one and give it at least 6 to 12 months of hard work and really fucking make it hard to make it happen. And a final note to add to all of this is that you're not married to your niche. You're not making some big gigantic life commitment. You do want to commit yourself at least 6 to 12 months to really try and make the niche work. and actually push yourself so you can say that I did try. But also understand is that it's not like you're trying to, change the course direction of the cruise Pacific oceanic fucking giant ship where it's gonna like this big effort to change the direction of the ship. It's not like that at all. You're on like this little jet ski, and if you want to change the niche, you can literally just go, but bang, and just go in a different direction. So you're not married to the niche. You can always pivot, but don't just give it 4 weeks and throw in the towel like, this doesn't work, like this is shit. You need to give it at least 6 to 12 months. It takes a lot longer to really crack a niche than what you think. But my friend, that's it for this video. I hope you got a lot of value. And just remember, you don't want to be the GP. You want to position yourself as the heart specialist. Hope you got a lot of value. Make sure you click subscribe and like and do all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you inside of the next video.